welcome to the MakeCode Arcade live stream. I'm Shannon. I'm at Shakao in the MakeCode forums.
I'm Daryl at Darzoo on the MakeCode forums.
And I'm Vivian at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.
Cool. So today, I thought I would try coding Mastermind, which is a board game, I guess. It's like a physical game that I played a lot of as a child. And the basic concept of Mastermind is you have like a lot of different colors of like, I don't know, like dots basically. And one player picks an order. So you can be like, red, blue, green, red or something. And the other player can't see it. And so they put down some colors to like guess the order. And then the first player gives you some information on how many you have correct. Let me see if I can. So basically you have like an answer that no one can see, or that the player can't see, and it's like red, green, red, red. And the other player down here makes some guesses. So if they're like, white, red. So one of these is the right color, but in the wrong place. So then you would get a red dot, which means right color, wrong place. And based on that information, you could adjust. So, only one of these is right. So I'm going to keep the red, and then I'm going to change all the other ones. And now there's two that are the right color in the right place.
Do you get that dot? Do you know which of your letters, earned the dot? Okay. So you got lucky if you decided to keep R.
Yeah, exactly. So it's some combination of like X's and O's, and based on this information, you advance, you keep making guesses until you get to the end, or you either run out of guesses or you have the right answer. So it's like a logic game, kind of.
Sounds like Battleship, but harder.
Yeah, it's like Battleship, but if you also got information with each guess. It was like, you're like warmer or like colder or something. Okay, so I'm gonna start. So basically, I'm thinking this will be a one-player game, and you'll have some it'll be like an AI or whatever. You're playing versus the computer who is picking the solutions. So I'm going to start, I guess, by making 4 dots. Let's make all right. And color. And then I'm going to set the position of them. Be Y of 40, and the X is going to be just like sort of distributed across the top. So I actually want the loop with the index. So I'm going to use this index to calculate the position of, and it'll be times 20 plus 40. I'm just putting some numbers in to get these guys on the screen. Yeah, basically that. All right, and then I'm going to assign each of these a random color. So we have it is in sprites, right? No, it's in images. We have this change color. So starts out white. White is not going to be one of our colors. So I'm going to change white to a random color, and I'm going to start with maybe like 4, and we'll make it maybe even less. We can up this number later. So the exciting thing about colors in MakeCode is that they are also numbers. So 0 is transparent, 1 is white, and you keep going. So I can actually take this random block and put it inside this color. So I'm just going to do 2 to 5. Yeah, there's some colors. Cool. So now we have you know, a random assortment that will like hide later. So cool. Now we need some kind of guessing framework. So I think I'm gonna have 4 dots down here. And maybe to start with, you just click each one to like cycle through colors. And then you like, you hit the A button to, you know, cycle, and then you hit the B button when you're done, and that will like make your guess, and then you'll get some like info about it. So I'm going to then do this again. But this, instead of that, it's going to be at the bottom. And this is going to be a different kind, which is going to be yes. Okay, cool. And then I need to draw a cursor also, and the cursor is going to be the player. So this is 10 by 10. I'm going to make it, I don't know, I think this will be visible, cyan. Cool. Oh, shoot. All right. Okay. And I will put the cursor on top of the first dot. And then when you hit the left and right arrows, it's just gonna go across them. So the Y is going to be 100, and the X is going to start out at. Great. And I'm also going to move this, so I have this 20, which is the spacing between the dots, and I'm going to move that into a variable. Just because I'm going to also need it for how to move the cursor. All right, so here and again here. Great. And then on the left button pressed, we're just going to change it. Okay, I'm going to set it to something to hopefully account for the like wrapping around. So I will set the cursor X to the current X plus 20. Math is plus cursor X. Okay, and then I have this spacing thing. Cool. So what? Oh, geez. Right. All right. Right button pressed. Great. Okay. So now we go across and we go off the screen. So then I'm also going to say when you go over, I want it to wrap back around. I guess the thing I could do is, I probably actually do want to do this anyway. I'm going to actually have a variable that is the selected one. That's going to be 0, 1, 2, or 3. And then based on which one's selected, I'm going to set the cursor position. So that will make it so that I can more easily do the wrapping, because I don't have to do this. Right now it's, it starts at 50 and it's going 50, 70, 90, which is kind of hard to do math about. So selected dot. Okay. Selected dot to 0. Cool. And then I'm going to set the cursor X to this, except instead of index, it's going to be selected dot. Dot spacing plus 50. Cool. And then when you press the button, I'm going to change the selected dot, or I'm going to set the selected dot to selected dot plus 1. Remainder block to make it wrap. And I actually want to change it before I set it so that the first click works. Awesome. I'm going to duplicate this and do the exact same thing for left. So instead of plus, it's +1, it's going to be +3. Yeah. Awesome. And then the next thing I'm going to do is when you press the A button, I'm going to just cycle through the colors of the dot. So, I mean, I think I want an array of colors. So like I could go through, I could grab the currently selected dot and I could just change the color directly. But I think I actually want the color as a number so that I can do like the you know, answer hints afterwards. So it's going to be a lot of nested arrays. Maybe maybe I'll use sprite data.
Ooh, yeah! Sprite data!
Vivian's favorite extension. And okay, so let's see. This is going to be guesses, and I'm going to put each of these dots into the guess array, and then I'm going to save some like data on the sprite so that yeah, I think that will be better. So guesses. Sorry about the big train. Okay, cool. And great. I put each of these into the array. And then on A button pressed, I'm going to get the one that we have currently selected. So it's going to be, I'm just going to reuse this variable. This is probably a mistake. I'm going to take the dot and I'm going to set it to list of guesses at the selected dot. All right, so this is whichever one we have currently highlighted. And then I'm going to change the, actually, I don't even need that. I can just do fill. So yeah, let me just do this with math first, and then we'll see. So basically what I can do is I can grab the color at, the color from the current image at a pixel. And because it is, you know, all one color, it doesn't matter which pixel. So I'm doing 0, 0. I'm going to grab this color. I'm going to increment this color by 1, which means we're just going to like, you know, go down. We have our little like color array. I'm just going to move on to the next color. And then I'm going to take the remainder of that. So we only have 4 colors. So remainder 4, and then +1 because we're starting at, or +2, I think. Yeah, we're going from 2 to 5. Okay. So it's a big math thing. But yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay. So this will let you make guesses for now. It's, you know, not the most convenient UI in the world, but it gets the job done. All right.
Great.
Thanks, Daryl.
Sorry, Shannon, we're playing a game of this in chat. So.
What? Oh my god.
So I wasn't. It looks amazing, Shannon. I wasn't ready to compliment.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys are getting the hands-on Mastermind experience.
Yes, I need to have intuitive sense of it.
Okay, so then when you press the B button, you're going to like make the guess. I think so. It's important that you be able to see your previous guesses and also the previous answers. So I probably should have done this actually like vertically so that we have more space. I think I can change that. Let me All right. I'm just gonna very quickly try and rotate everything in this game 90 degrees. Just gonna hoping for the best here. X is 160, so that's 140. All right. Okay. And then change this to Y. Change this to Y. And this is just the color. And instead of 50, it's going to be 20. Started at 20. Oh no, I did a bad thing. Oh right, it starts out wrong. So we need to start out at X of 140 and Y of whatever this is, 50? Okay, great. My math is not right. Okay, let me fix this spacing first. So starting at x20 is too much. Or no, starting at y. Cool, okay, so these are positioned correctly, which means if I want to start our cursor on this top one, it's going to be at X is 140, and then Y is 30. Cool. Great, and then instead of left and right, it's going to be up and down, and when you press the up button, it's going to be plus 30, because 30 is where we're starting. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So like an important part of the game is being able to see what you guessed and also the like answers to it. So you can, Vivian, did you win the game?
I did win the game. It was so much fun.
Cool. So I'm thinking every time you make a guess, it'll like, you know, advance forward or something in some way so that you can have like a record. And then, you know, once you fill up the space, game over, you didn't guess it in time. And this isn't like the most space, but we'll adjust. You can always change numbers. Cool. So let's do the actual guess code. So when you press the B button, basically what I need to do is I need to compare each of these dots with like the solution. And I'm going to first, so here's my plan. You guys can let me know if there's like a smarter way to do this, but I'm going to compare and mark out all of the ones that are the right place, the right color in the right place, and basically like X those out. And that's how many green, you know, dots you're going to get. And then from the remaining ones, I'm going to see which ones are the right color, but they're obviously in the wrong place because they didn't get it in the first pass. And those will be like red dots.
That makes sense.
Does that seem reasonable? Okay. So I think I'm going to keep an array of like this one's been taken or whatever, seen. And if it's, you know, if that dot has, then we won't consider it in our calculations. Okay, so I'm going to call this test, and I'm going to fill it with booleans.
Shannon, why did you come up with the idea of making this game today?
Oh, well, so I played a lot of Mastermind as a kid. It was like, you know, one of the like 3 board games we had. And also someone on the forums asked for a list of like suggestions for games to do for a game jam that were themed after, it was themed Stronger Together, I think. And I was like, you could do Mastermind. And then I was like, now I really want to do Mastermind. So, So I figured I would give it a shot. But I think this would be a very fun game to also like do a theme for. So my pitch for Stronger Together was like, oh, you're trying to guess the formula to like make gold or whatever. So you have to like pick the right combination of ingredients, which will make, you know, titanium or something. And so each of these could be like some like elemental looking thing, and you could do like cool like potion explosions or whatever when you do guesses. But I feel like there's like a lot of fun different themes you could do for like guessing a sequence of things. But if you think of a theme that you would like to put onto this game to like, you know, paint over it, feel free. But yeah, I was hoping to just get it working in the stream. Yeah. I'm not confident in my ability to do so, but we'll see. Okay.
I'm confident.
Thanks. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 loops. First, I'm going to go over and see if it's, you know, right color, right place. So I'm gonna have a variable that is like correct. And I'm gonna have another variable that is like new variable misplaced. So not entirely right, but you know. And I'm just gonna increment these each time I find one. So 0 to 3. And I think I can just compare. Oh, I need an array of these too. Okay. New variable answers. All right. So I need to be able to grab the answer to see what color it is. Answers. Cool. Okay. So I'm just going to compare the top pixel in the guess and the answer. So if, and this is going to be an equals, because again, colors are just numbers, so we can do a straight equals on them. Color at. Okay, so this is going to be kind of long, I think, but I think it should be like straightforward to understand. So basically I'm going to grab the answer at, like we're like iterating over each of these, right? So I'm going to grab the first answer, the first pixel of the first answer, and I'm also going to grab the first pixel of the first guess. So 2 pixels, and I'm going to see if your guess equals the answer, which means, you know, same color, you got it right. And so if you got it right, then I'm going to change, oh, it did not like that. Get value at index. Oh, I need the picture, right. So, right, so I'm grabbing a sprite, and I actually need to grab the image of the sprite. All right. Once more. Guess answer. Cool. Okay. And so then I'm going to change the correct by 1. So 1 right, and then I'm also going to mark this as processed. So set value. Yeah. At index to true. These actually all need to be false. Okay, and then the other thing we're going to do is, there we go. We want to not do this check if it has been processed. I'm just going to do another if statement around this. It's already very long. Not processed. Cool. Okay, so if we haven't seen it yet, do this. Okay, so now this one I think is going to be a little more annoying. So I need to say if it's not processed yet, then if so the color, this is the color of the guess, and I need to see if this color is in any of the other non-processed dots. And so like I could, if I had an array that was just numbers, that was the answer, then I could use this get value that, yeah, find index of to see if the array has the thing. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do the dumb thing and loop over it again. It's only 4 things. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
This is not the world's most efficient solution, but it should work. It should be correct, I think. Okay, so if this one has not been processed, then we're going to get the guess, and this time I'm going to save it as a variable, guess color. All right, so here's the color that we're guessing, and then I'm going to go over again the answers, and now I want to check if, I think I basically want this inside bit, which means I should put it in a function because I have already copied it so many times. All right. Let's see. Functions. Make function. Color. And it's going to take number is the guess index, and number is the answer index. Okay, done. So if the image at the guess index and the image at the answer index match, then I am just going to return true. Otherwise, return false. Did not match. Okay. Cool. Squish that guy. Then here, instead of doing this big check, I'm going to do this function thing. So check color, and then same index for both, right? Because we're checking if the guess is, guess at 1 and the answer at 1 are equal. So I can dump that. And then here, I want to say, I want to guess at this. Oh, I need to change these variable names. All right, and then if I drag out a new one, cool. Okay, so if you rename the index, it renames all of them, but if you drag out a new one, it's still named index. So in this way, you can create infinite differently named index variables. It's not ideal. Okay, so these all got changed to index 2, which is fine. So I'm going to start with index 1, which is going to be my guess here. So I don't even need this. So if the guess, which is index 1, matches the answer, which is index 2 here, then we're going to change the misplaced count by 1, and we're setting the processed at the answer to be true, because it means, we saw the answer. Okay, cool. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to also check to make sure, actually, I can do an and here because it's very small now. Cool. So if you have not been processed at the answer index, I probably should have renamed these to be more useful, but that's okay. All right, and I'm also going to put this in an and. Great. So, okay, so let's just kind of go over this since I guess I rearranged everything halfway through. So processed means we've marked this answer as either, correct, totally correct, or the right color but in the wrong place. And so we only want to check things that we haven't processed yet. So first, we're going to go over all of the answers and we're going to check to see if it exactly matches. So right color, right place. Let's check color, and we're going to change the correct by 1, and we're going to mark it. We've seen this one. And then we're going to go over again, and if we haven't processed this answer, so it wasn't the right color, then we're going to go over all of the other, like starting again, we're going to go over all of them, check that it hasn't been seen before, and see if this color is present anywhere. And if it is, we're going to mark the color that we saw and change the miscount by 1. So I think that should work. Let me. Okay. So, yep, and then I'm going to rename this one to guess index. All right. Yeah, I think that's nicer to look at. Okay, and then for now, I'm just going to very quickly pop up a display. So repeat correct number of times and repeat misplaced number of times. And basically, I'm going to make some sprites to show, if you were right or wrong. So I think I could do this. Let me do this first, and then maybe we can do something nicer. Indicator.
Could you just stamp on the little guess it like a circle or an X or something?
Stamp like right next to the.
Well, so you were saying that all your guesses are going to like shift over, so you're going to see them, like a history of them. So then maybe directly on the little images that you're shifting over, you can just draw an X or a circle.
Yes, but you can't know which one. But so I could do it. I could shift them over and then do one like above it. I think that it's just going to be like a 4x4, so that you can't like do any mapping.
Right.
The indicator. So okay. So correct is going to be green. That's correct. And then the game uses red for misplaced. So we have red. I'll use blue. For almost right. Blue's close to green. And then I'm going to, so just to like make sure my logic up here is correct, I'm just going to make some of these, and hopefully, cool. This is not final code. So 20 to 120. All right. Okay, so and we should probably start these off not as white, but so this should be 2 green. Nope.
Oh no.
All right, what is happening? Oh, here.
Oh.
Okay, 333. And this function is still okay? Guess index image. Yeah. Okay. One more time. So orange. Okay. So this should be 2 blue and 1 green. I should just say the numbers.
They might have overlapped.
They might have overlapped, yeah. Okay, let's do this in a smarter way. Right, does say. Yeah, they would have had to overlap very exactly. All right. Misplaced. And instead of doing this weird thing, I'm just gonna put this one here and put this one here. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so there should be 2 right. Okay, nice. So green is correct, I guess. Let's see. So it must be the other. So this should be 3, 2 blue, 1 green.
Nice.
One green, 1 blue. So were they just overlapping just now?
Shannon, you're so lucky today. Wow.
Okay. All 4 blue. 3 blue. Off by 1. Okay, so it's this. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this top part is right because the top part just goes through and checks to see if they're equal, right? So that should be fine. So it's this part, which is, so if, oh, this is wrong. Wait, no.
Something about the process does seem fishy.
There should be 2 processed arrays. Yeah, you are correct. Because it has to be like, we've done this guess and we've done this answer, and those could be different for the second one, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, cool. Okay, that is correct. All right. So rename this to scene answer and new variable scene guesses. Okay, cool. So for this one, we're going to set both the scene answer and the scene guess to true because they're equal, so it doesn't matter. For this one, we're going to go through the scene guesses, yes, at the guess index, and we're going to go through the scene answers at the answer index. And if it's correct, then we're going to set both of these to be true also. At the guess index. Okay, now this is right, I think. Parallel arrays. All right, trying again. So this should be all 4 blues. Yeah. All right. And I do so this is 3 blue, 1 green. Sweet. All right. So this is so big. Oh yeah. So the thing I thought I could do is, we know there's always going to be at most 4 of these correct misplaced. So I think I could just do like I could just add them up and do 1 loop that is and I'm going to subtract 1 from correct. I'm going to do is this worth it? Okay, so basically my idea is I'm just going to subtract 1 until I hit 0 from correct, and then I'm going to keep subtracting from then I'm going to make the rest of them misplaced because you don't have to subtract anymore, right? So if correct, I'm just going to duplicate this, is greater than 0, so we still have correct ones, then I'm going to change the correct by negative, oh, geez Louise. Change correct by -1, and fill indicator with green, or it's, you know. Cool. Okay. So, great. Otherwise it'll be blue. And then I guess I do still want this to have an index. Well,
could you just put that correct plus misplaced on the upper bound of the 4?
I'm trying to figure out how I want to. I need to. I guess now it becomes kind of like a. Oh, what did I do? What in the world? All right, that's fine. I'm trying to figure out how I want to display these guys. I think. So basically, in the like board game, you have your guesses, and then you have like a little grid of 4, where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I feel like that's nice because it then removes the like ordering. You don't try to like map the. I feel like if it's in a line, you're automatically going to be like, oh, well, these first 2 or whatever, even if that's not necessarily true. So, okay, so let me very first put them up here in a row, and then we'll see if there's some math that we can do.
You could make like a template grid that's based on numbers, and it's divided into 4 squares, and they're different colors, and then you could increase
love
that.
Yeah, awesome. Templates are great. Oh, I destroyed my cursor somehow. What in the world?
How did that happen?
So, oh wait, images. Oh geez. All right. Cool. So there's something maybe slightly funky going on. We did recently, as I'm sure you guys have noticed, do a big release of Arcade that changed many things about images. And I think maybe undo redo is somehow. Okay, cool. So we are back. And yeah, so okay, so I'm gonna do the thing Vivian said, which is using an image template, which is so cool.
Your favorite.
Yes. And I'm gonna make, so I'm not making a sprite, I'm actually making this. All right, and it's gonna be, so these guys are 8 by 8. And if we do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where did the idea for this first come from? The image template.
What do you mean?
Have you guys used this on stream?
Oh.
I can't think how many times we have.
So I've seen Richard use them for like maps and stuff. And then sometimes we have like base things that we like recolor specific parts of. Like I think Vivian, you've done this, right?
I feel like I have, but I can't remember a specific thing.
But yeah, we don't do it very, very often. And we should. It's extremely cool. So, okay. So basically here I'm going to make, I called it an indicator. Cool. Good name. And
Great name.
I'm going to set it to this answer template. And let me just, cool. Great, yes, okay. And then, oh, okay. I can't use any of the colors that are in our game, actually. Or,
you could fill it.
no,
Oh.
I can't use blue or green, but the other ones are fine. So then I'm going to change the color in the indicator from oh, I need to clone this image. Great. Okay. And then I will grab the image from the indicator and change it from the index plus 1 because I started from 1 because 0 is transparent, so we can't start from 0.
Yeah, we can't blame you, Shannon, you know.
To green. Correct. Otherwise, we're going to change it to blue because it was incorrect. And then we're also going to need to like erase the other colors, but that's fine. And yeah, I just set this position. Okay, let's see. Okay, 2 blue, yes. And this should be 3 green. Oh no. Correct plus is placed to -1. Change color. And pink is 3.
Are we sure we need that -1?
I think so, because this number can be up to 4. So it has to be from 0 to 4. It could be this greater than. Change correct by -1. But it works for 1 correct. I think. Does it ever? Okay, let me see if it ever gets 3. Yeah, it looks like it's just not hitting the second row. 0 to correct.
Are you sure? Are you sure the colors you put in are the correct ordering in the template?
I think so. Yeah, so this should be 3, and this should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change color in indicator image from the index green or else from blue. So, okay, so if I wanted, something's weird.
Is choosing the number correct code wrong now?
Sorry?
Is like trying to figure out how many is correct wrong?
Yeah, I don't know if maybe I shouldn't be subtracting directly from correct.
Oh.
I can't imagine that that's.
We could index. Oh yeah.
Make a new variable.
You could make the for loop up until... Oh, okay.
Oh, is it reevaluating the end condition every step? Every loop?
It shouldn't be though, right? That seems weird. Okay, let me try this, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay. Okay, 1 green, 2 blue. Okay. This should be 4 green. I guess it was.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder.
Oh, no, this is wrong. So I think there's some.
No.
Yeah, I'm wondering if those processed the scene guesses, scene answers. There's something funny about them again.
Yeah, could be. All right, so we are almost out of time, which means tragically did not finish this one. I think what would be left to do is figure out what's going wrong with this like big guess logic, and then I would make a copy of each of these and like scooch them over one and put this little answer guy next to it. So then you would have like a record, and then in this check you would want some kind of like win and lose condition. So you'd be counting the number of guesses, and if it was over some number, it'd be game over lose. And if everything was correct after this first check, then you would be like game over win. So yeah, I might finish this myself off stream, I guess. I don't know if it's exciting enough to do like another one. But thank you guys for joining us. I'm Shannon. I'm at Checkout on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Daryl at Darzu on the MakeCode forums.
And I'm Vivian at Live Cheerful on the MakeCode forums.